Well guys, you've seen my top 10 best of 2012 video. Now it's time for my top 5 worst. Now I only have 5 because I didn't see every bad movie to come out in 2012. I didn't see Mirror Mirror, I didn't see Piranha 3 Double D, I did not see The Apparition, or many other movies that were bad. Some of these might cause some hate for me because some movies on here people actually enjoy or like. And if you do, that's fine. I'm not stopping you from liking them. Just don't write comments saying, oh, you're an asshole, you should love this movie. No, I shouldn't. Okay, so this is just my opinion. Please respect it. Let's get started. Number 5. Let the hate mail begin, because it's Snow White and the Huntsman. Now, to be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to this movie to begin with. But, I've been hearing some positive things saying, oh, this movie's actually kind of fun. And so I decided, what the hell. But when I came out of it, I wanted my money back so bad. This movie was boring, it was pretentious, and it was so over the top that I just wanted to go over there and just I don't even know what I was going to say. And I think what really pisses me off about this movie is that the fact that it's so over the top. Many people go like, oh, it's supposed to be over the top. No, it's not. It's Snow White. I mean, Charlize Theron, who plays the evil mother in this movie, she plays one of the most over-the-top villains I have probably ever seen. Her dialogue is mainly just screaming at the top of her lungs, going like, where should I? Oh my, she just annoyed me to no end. She's a great actress, but not for this movie. I hated her in this movie. And Kristen Stewart, she was just so bland in this movie. She's terrible in this movie. And don't get me wrong, she's a good actress too. But I just don't think that this role is for her. And I know I'm supposed to, respect the visuals. This movie is supposed to look nice, but still, I was just bored out of my skull. I think we should stop adapting fairy tales. We should stop doing that. I know they're making, a Pinocchio movie, where it's like a darker version of that movie. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, which don't even get me started on that. I just really hate this movie. And if you are one of the people that actually enjoy it, fine. It's just my opinion. Yeah, I really did not like this movie. At number 4, yes, you guys should be able to expect this. It's Battleship. This was the first movie that I just truly hated this year. That's because it came out earlier this year. It came out in May, I think. I don't really remember. And this movie just pissed me off to no end. I really, really, really hate this movie. I really want to talk about the opening, because the opening is such a stupid opening. I was rolling my eyes in my seat, and I almost left the theater halfway and begged for my money back. This movie. Okay, the opening to this movie was just Taylor Kitsch breaking into a convenience store to buy a chicken burrito for his girlfriend. That alone is just completely stupid. Is there really anything else I can say about this movie that hasn't already been said? Battleship. It's based off of a freaking board game. Why? Why are we adapting board games now? What's next? Candyland, the movie starring Dwayne Johnson? No. This can't happen. It really can't. And the thing about Taylor Kitsch is, I don't think he's actually that bad of an actor. He's just picking terrible scripts to be in, terrible movies to be in, like Savages, John Carter, Battleship. He's just picking this personality where he's just bland and boring. He's this normal guy. Just that's his charm. No, okay. I really think he can't act when he's given the right material. Here, he's not given really anything. He's just like fighting aliens or whatnot. And another thing, why is Liam Neeson in this? That man is a terrific actor. Completely wasted here. I remember walking out of that movie, and then I went outside and face palmed myself and said, Liam Neeson, what happened to you, man? Liam Neeson needs to be in better movies nowadays, even though I didn't see Taken 2. I didn't. I avoided that movie because I thought it was disrespectful to the first Taken and the Liam Neeson in general. So yeah, just overall, don't see Battleship. It is a complete waste of time and money. I actually asked for a refund after the movie was over. I didn't get my money back. They thought I was joking. Yeah, I was joking. No, I really wasn't. At number 3, we have The Three Stooges. Now I know, I think I'm being a little too harsh on this movie, but it took me a couple of viewings to think about what my final opinion is on this movie. It annoyed the shit out of me. It really did. The best thing about this movie is, like what other people are saying, the actors. I think they do a very good Three Stooges impersonation. I can't even talk. I think they do a very good Three Stooges impersonation, and I enjoyed the performances. But does that mean it has to be recommended by everybody? I know many people have said this before, and I'm pretty much saying it now. Does it? This movie is just so childish and stupid that I actually felt dumber watching this movie a second time than watching it the first. And what's really sad about this is that I'm a big Three Stooges fan. I enjoy their work. I think they're pretty funny. And this movie is just like completely wasted. They make them look like annoying little assholes that just don't know when to shut the fuck up. They are... Yes, this movie did make me chuckle, like, once. And it wasn't even that big of a chuckle. But I think the big problem with the Three Stooges is that how dated the comedy is. I know a lot of people have said this, and I'm saying it now, but the comedy is mainly slapstick. Slapping each other in the face, getting hit in the face, yeah, and that's pretty much the comedy. That was 1933. That doesn't appeal to us anymore. I think that the Farrelly brothers needed to know that and needed to, upgrade their humor a little more. And I think this movie could have been better. So yeah, The Three Stooges, I am not a fan. Took me a couple of viewings to figure out my final opinions, and I got my final opinion. So yeah, I am not a fan of this movie. Let's move on. At number 2, I have This Means War. Where to begin with this that hasn't already been said before? Okay, Reese Witherspoon's character. is probably the biggest bitch, or one of the biggest bitches in probably movie history. And is it just me, or am I the only one to mention that the plot to this movie is like really, really, really stupid? You could obviously write a ton of jokes for that, and you know what? It could work if you had the right screenwriter and the right guy to direct it. No, Mick G. I hate you. Okay? I hate Mick G. Mainly for making this piece of crap. There is a scene in this movie where Reese Witherspoon is deciding whether to date Tom Hardy or Chris Pine. Well, yeah, obviously that's like the whole plot of the movie. But she starts listing out flaws for Tom Hardy, and she says, "Oh, you know what? He's too British." That is the oh my god, that is just too stupid. That's like saying, you see that pale white kid over there? Yeah, I'm not gonna date him because he's too pale. Oh, you see that Indian boy over there? Yeah, I'm not gonna date him because he's too Indian. That is just so mean, and I hated this movie. Chris Pine, he plays the same character in everything. He's just this cocky asshole who just won't stop at nothing to get his girl, even if it means killing his best friend. Tom Hardy is probably the best part about this movie, but not by much. And Chelsea Handler. I really don't want to get into her. She's just not funny. She's just using her usual Chelsea Handler routine, where she just swears and makes sex jokes, goes like, ha bitch, you're a bitch. That's her. That's Chelsea Handler for you. She really got on my nerves in this movie. This movie was just too stupid for me. And another thing that really bothered me and that I thought was too stupid was the ending. The ending to this movie was like a huge middle finger to everyone in the audience. It was like if Mick G was just like sending a message to the audience. It's like, haha, you paid for my movie, now you can't get it back. Ha 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 ha. This is just not a good movie. I hate this movie. Please don't see it. It really isn't funny, it isn't clever, and it really is not worth it. Don't see this means war. And at number 1, the movie that's probably going to get me the most hate for hating, it is none other than Men in Black 3. Again, this is one of those movies where I had to see it like one more time to get my final opinion across. It really annoyed me. It really pissed me off. To me, nothing about this movie works. I just want to mention, Will Smith looks really annoyed in this movie. It took me like the last time I saw this movie to officially know what Will Smith was going through this movie, and he just looked so annoyed, and I don't blame him. There are so many pointless characters in this movie, and there's so many pointless plot points or whatever they're called, and it was just annoying the shit out of me. And let me mention that alien guy that can predict the future, Griff, I think his name is Griff, he annoyed me to no end. I hated him. I wanted Will Smith to take like that space gun and then just blow his fucking brains out. He annoyed me to no end. I hated him. I really did. I was just hoping, maybe it's not going to be in a lot of scenes, but he kept on coming back, and coming back, and coming back, and if they make a Men in Black 4, and they bring back Griff, I'm really gonna get pissed. And I don't like the idea of Tommy Lee Jones barely being in this movie. I mean, what was the point of him being in the movie if he's not even gonna be in it? It's like if Barry Sonnenfeld just went up to him and was like, "Oh, hey Tom, what's up? Yeah, we're doing Men in Black 3, and we're not gonna use your character that often, but can he still be in it? Thanks." Another thing that really pisses me off about this movie is the writing. I know they wrote this movie as they were filming it, but it's honestly like a ninth grader, a freshman in high school, who smokes pot every day, has sex all the time, and makes the most inappropriate jokes, took a pencil and just wrote down everything that he thought this movie would, everything that he thought would be funny in this movie, including Griff. I hate Griff. Okay, this movie it's just full of racist humor. It's not funny. Like when Will Smith is doing the time jump, and then the blonde-haired guy, I forget his name, was like, "Oh, you should be careful because the 60s weren't a very good time for you." That wasn't funny. No one found that funny. I saw this movie in a packed crowd. Nobody laughed. Okay, they laughed at like one part, but no. This movie's just not funny. It was just annoying. It shouldn't have been made. I know it might be a bit of a stretch to call this the worst movie of 2012, but then again, I did not see every movie to come out in 2012, so I didn't see all the movies that were supposed to be bad. But, yeah. Men in Black 3 just did not do it for me. I really, really, really did not like that movie. If you like it, fine. It just didn't work for me. Thank you for listening, and so long.